for justified or for not, in the last year to 2 years, I've seen a lot of Palmer hate and criticism. But today, I'm here to show you why Cole Palmer, he's going to have an amazing season under Xabi Alonso and return to normality. So, let's start with the justified. Chelsea finished 12th. That's a bad season just as by the start. Palmer came in when we finished 6th under Pochettino. He dropped one of the greatest Premier League debuts of all time, especially for a guy that, I don't even know if he had 10 pro appearances for City. That was just so unexpected. Maybe, when we signed him, I thought 40 mil of, this is one of those, Casadei, David Datro Fofana, David Washington. This is one of those 20 million signings. It was 40 mil, by the way. It was one of those signings that just Chelsea, they just forget about him. Slanina, all these guys, they just forget about him. But no, that was insane. And then the justified criticism comes in the season of Maresca, where he starts very good, very, very good. Chelsea start good. Then the goals, the assists, just general performance drop down, fall off a cliff. And this season especially, he was injured, so he has a lot of, he has a lot of credit in the bank still. But, during these last 2 seasons, Maresca's and now, Rossini, Maresca, this guy, whatever, I've advocated for him to be dropped. But it's got to a point, it's got to where he crosses the line, to where he's not being called up for England, where people justify that decision. Not everyone, but some people. And people are doubting his future. But I'm here to tell you why you shouldn't, why these two things are pretty dumb. So Palmer has bad seasons. I'm not gonna bullcrap you here. Even though I will also say these 2 seasons, these stats, especially injuries and just Chelsea's general form, Maresca, sometimes we wouldn't play them in most fluid football during that last end of the season. It was a bit of a drag. He still, he carried us to PSG, No PSG fan says it's a preseason friendly, bit of a side tangent, but PSG fans wanted revenge in the Champions League, which they got. But none of them were saying that was a preseason trophy. Neves got a red card, Enrique was pushing Pedro. Palmer, that's a big game performance. This season, it's stats, I don't know. Basically, I think it's a little overblown, but I would still say he's been very bad. Like I said, I was advocating for him to be dropped on performance. Let him rest mentally, physically, clear those injuries. But people have bad seasons. Again, it's social media. It's the modern day. People, they're always going to get a little more reactionary, a little more out of touch with just how football works. I have here, Zidane went 8 months without a goal. And I wrote this stat down because I remember it. And I'm thinking, 8 months is damn near a whole season. Because they usually have, summer break off. There's international breaks. Dude, that was probably, the whole year, the whole season, he went without a goal. That's crazy. Hazard, 4-goal season. We finished 10th when Leicester won the league. Yep, don't think he did too good. Rooney went 13 league games without a goal. It's normal for players to have bad runs and patches. And it's Palmer's not that old. Was he 23, 24? I think it's just a little reactionary to doubt his future under a guy like Xabi Alonso. Wirtz tore his ACL, I think, under Alonso, and he still came back, went to the league. This guy knows how to manage world-class attacking talent. In a way, Wirtz and Palmer's kind of Prime Palmer was Wirtz, didn't have such a pussified shot, in a way. I just think it's normal. And I think, you get a solid manager, you get Morgan Rogers, which I'm going to make a short on why Morgan Rogers helps. ColePalmerSpam on Instagram, by the way. I don't know. I don't doubt his future. Don't call him up to England. It's okay, form, but you call him Madueke. He's just bad. Good form, bad form. He's just not the greatest. Palmer saved you guys in the Euros final. Don't repay him. I don't know. I just think it's a little outrageous how the world is treating this man. Let me know, though. Am I wrong? Is Palmer genuinely 10 GA a year now? I don't think so, but if you guys can provide anything in the comments, let me know, and thank you for watching.